Lucienne represents the crown jewel of our portfolio. Over the past 15, 16 years, I've been working diligently with each vineyard that we have in the San Lucia Highlands. And what I've been able to do is find blocks that represent the best expression for each vineyard, and that is Lucienne. Happy to introduce the 2017 vintage of Lucienne Pinot Noir from the San Lucia Highlands. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the vintage itself. In the winter of 2016 and 17, we had abundant rainfall, filled the soil profile, allowed for great vegetative growth early on in the season. Once August came around, we had warmer than normal temperatures, which allowed full phenolic ripeness. Harvest came on fairly rapidly, beginning in September. And normally we are picking fruit from each vineyard from south to north, where this year in 2017, everything was pretty much ready at the same time. This is the 2017 Lucienne Lone Oak Pinot Noir in the San Lucia Highlands. This is our northernmost vineyard in the San Lucia Highlands. It's about 140 acres, and it lies a little more shrouded in the fog than our state vineyard, which is about 8 miles to the south. On the nose, there's a lot going on in this wine. You get like some spice, not quite pepper, but like an earthy spice, as well as some cherry, strawberry. On the palate, this wine has a very silky mouthfeel. It kind of lingers with some strawberry, and that spice comes out again, as well as you get some toasty notes of oak. I think this wine is delicious, and I hope you enjoy it. This is the 2017 Lucienne Doctor's Vineyard. This vineyard sits up on a bench at about 400 feet. We've got about 240 acres. It's all Pinot Noir. And this particular block sits on a bench next to an arroyo. I think it is the most wind-exposed block that we farm, which puts a lot of stress on the canopy and gives it a very dense, rich, tannic feel on the mouth. On the nose, you get like a really earthy, sagey character to the wine. And this leads into some bright cherry fruit as well. I've always thought that this kind of sagey spice that this wine picks up is from that arroyo that's upwind of it. Rich, layered, structured, definitely an ager for a Pinot Noir. Very nice wine. This is the 2017 Lucienne Smith Vineyard Pinot Noir. It's a vineyard that was first purchased by Hahn in 1980. And it's one of our highest elevation vineyards in terms of farming Pinot Noir. This particular block that the wine comes from sits at about 1,000 to 1,200 feet. A lot more sun exposure, a little less wind than Doctor's. The sun exposure allows continuous ripening throughout the morning hours versus Doctor's and Lone Oak. You get shrouded in fog a little later in the morning. One of the first vineyards to ripen. And on the nose, it's got a lot of bright cherry, strawberry pie. On the palate, not quite as structured as Doctor's Vineyard, more of a silky feel, almost like Lone Oak Vineyard, but with more fruit and roundness on the palate.